Hey there, and welcome. If you've ever opened up Microsoft Word and just felt a little lost, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this super powerful program and get you creating your very first document with confidence, starting right now. You know, Microsoft Word is so much more than just a program on your computer. It's basically a creative powerhouse. It's one of the most popular word processors on the entire planet, and it's available for both Mac and PC. Just think of it as your own personal blank canvas for, well, anything, from a simple grocery list to your next great novel.
So, what can you actually make with this thing? Well, the possibilities are pretty much endless. You can craft a killer resume that'll land you that dream job, design a slick brochure for an event, put together a detailed report for school or work, or even create simple web pages. It's an incredibly versatile tool.
So where do we even begin? Let's start right at the beginning. The absolute essentials: opening a new document, getting some words down on the page, and maybe the most important step of all, saving your hard work.
First things first, you've got to open the program, right? Just look for it in your Start menu or your Applications folder. It's usually under Microsoft Office. As soon as you launch it, Word hands you a fresh, clean, blank document. It's just sitting there, waiting for your brilliant ideas. Okay, before we go any further, I need to share the number one most important rule of working on a computer. Save your work. And save it often. Seriously. We've all been there, right? You lose hours of work because the power flickers or your computer just decides to crash. Don't let that happen to you. Yeah, a lot of modern versions have an autosave feature, but learning to save manually is a habit that will save you, guaranteed. So, how do you do it? To save for the very first time, you're going to head up to the File tab, right in the top left corner. That'll bring up a menu where you'll want to choose Save As. From there, it's simple. Just pick a spot on your computer, give your document a name you'll remember, and smash that Save button. Easy as that. Awesome. Your document is safe and sound. Now let's talk about where you'll be spending most of your time. See this big area at the top with all the buttons and tabs? That whole thing is called the ribbon. And the main part of it is the Home tab. Honestly, you can think of it as your command center for everything related to your text. The Home tab is the default view for a really good reason. It has all the essential tools you need for writing and formatting. It's where the magic happens, from changing how your text looks to organizing it in lists. You're going to get to know this area very well. Now, this Home tab is broken down into a few really logical groups. You've got the Clipboard section, which is all about moving your text around. Then there's the Font group, which is for making your text look awesome. And finally, the Paragraph group helps you get everything structured perfectly on the page. Let's zoom in on that Clipboard group for a sec. You've got three main tools here. Cut is when you want to remove text from one spot and move it somewhere else. Copy lets you make a duplicate of it. And Paste is how you drop that cut or copied text into its new home. Mastering these three will save you so much time. Want to make some words really stand out? It's super easy. Just highlight the text with your mouse, then head right up to that font menu. This is where you can change the font style. You know, like Times New Roman or Arial. You can make it bigger or smaller, or add some punch with bold, italics, or an underline. All right, our text is looking sharp. But hey, documents today are about more than just words, right? To really make things pop, we need some visuals and structure. So let's jump over to the next tab, the Insert tab. The Insert tab is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. This is your one-stop shop, your toolbox for adding basically anything that isn't plain old text. We're talking pictures, charts, tables, page numbers. If you can think of it, you can probably insert it here. For example, let's say you've got some information you need to organize neatly. A table is perfect for that. All you do is click the Table button, drag your mouse over the grid to pick how many rows and columns you want, and bam, it's there. It's an incredibly fast way to structure your data. And of course, what's a document without a few pictures to spice things up? You can easily insert pictures that you've already saved on your computer. Or what's really cool is you can search for images online right from inside Word using Bing Image Search. And if you really want to get creative, especially for things like titles or flyers, you've got to check out WordArt. It lets you create these really cool, stylized, decorative text effects that just pop right off the page. It's a really fun way to make your document look more dynamic. Okay, so we've got our text, we've got some cool visuals. Now it's time to put on the finishing touches. This is all about adjusting the overall look of the page itself and, of course, giving it one final proofread. The Page Layout tab is where you handle all the big picture stuff. Here, you can change the margins to give your text a little more breathing room. You can flip the page orientation from vertical to horizontal, that's portrait to landscape, or even split your text up into columns like a newspaper.
So, do you know how newsletters or brochures have those nice columns? Doing that in Word is super easy. Just like you see here, you just pop over to the Page Layout tab, click the Columns button, pick how many you want, and it'll even show you a preview before you lock it in. It's that simple. Now, before you even think about printing or sending this thing off, there's one last crucial step, the Review tab. Think of this as your safety net. The spelling and grammar check is a lifesaver for catching embarrassing typos, and the word count tool is perfect for when you have to write something to a specific length. So, you've got the fundamentals down. You know your way around. But before we finish up, I want to give you a few pro tips, some shortcuts that will make you work way faster and a whole lot smarter.
Look, clicking through menus is fine, but if you want to work like a real pro, you need to know about keyboard shortcuts. Learning just a few of these is like having a secret weapon. It might feel a little weird at first, but trust me, they quickly become second nature and save you tons of time.
Here are the absolute must-knows, the big ones. For saving your document, that's Control-S. Just get in the habit of hitting that all the time. Moving text around, Control-C to copy, Control-V to paste. And my personal favorite, for when you make a mistake, Control-Z, the magic undo button. Just these few will change your life. And just like that, you've got the keys to the kingdom. From a scary blank page to a polished, professional-looking document, you now have all the essential tools right at your fingertips. You are ready to go. So the only question left is, what are you going to create first?